We are now going to move to item 10B. I don't think there's anybody signed up for citizens' time, correct? Okay, good.
Thank you.
Now we're going to move on to item 10B, which this is the special use permit 2014-313, the Dulles Area Muslim Society, Greater Gainesville. And I invite the applicant forward, please.
My name is Najwa Walschlager, and I'm a resident of Bristol, Virginia. Hello, and assalamu alaikum.
We had some hard decisions to make. We had a big congregational meeting, and three things came up at that meeting. One is that we weren't sure that we could perk, and so we were taking a risk there by moving forward. We weren't sure that we could connect to sewer, and so we were taking a risk there. But then thirdly, many of our constituents were from the rural crescent, and they valued the rural crescent. And so it felt not quite right for us to say we're going to serve that community by violating something that they held dear. And so at that congregational meeting, we chose to look elsewhere for our property and ended up at this site, which was actually cited for a religious institution under the comprehensive plan for the Braemar community in 2006. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you.
Every exception you make creates a fissure in the protected rural area, not only because you solidify the precedent for continued development, but physically the sewer lines will penetrate further into the rural crescent, causing for more development. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. Okay, folks, again, I know it's going to be hard, but we got to really try.
If you allow Adams to do a new construction with sewer for no particular reason at all, you will be completely unfair to the residents and homeowners of the surrounding community who have to abide by the ordinances that you had put in place. The only fair and just vote today is a vote no to Adams. Thank you.
Thank you.
There is no greater requirement of religious institutions other than what is expected of homeowners in the community. Allowing Adams the ability to connect to sewer without any special circumstance is essentially discrimination in reverse. As a concerned citizen and mother, I urge you to do what is just and not make the mistake of permitting Adams the special privilege that is not shared by the other community members to tap into sewer, which is not permitted. Vote no to Adams' special use permit. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the contrary, Adams has no verified need to connect to sewer except that it is necessary to build the size of facility they want. However, they were fully aware of these restrictions before purchasing the property. Protect the rural crescent. Vote no to Adams SUP. Thank you.
Adams knew when they purchased the land on Vent Hill Road as part of the rural crescent that no sewer was allowed but septic. Now they want special use permit to hook up to sewer. The Planning Commission voted against sewer. Adams did not make a good faith effort to plan for septic. So why do you think you should get special use? Say no to the special use.
Just keep in mind, no farms, no food. And I would just also like to add, you folks were in here, but the inflow of people coming into this building, that will be representative of the traffic on Vent Hill Road. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ms. Brown?
Please respect the residents of this area of the rural crescent by upholding the covenant that created it and stop granting exceptions. We cannot continue to lose agricultural or rural land to development. Please vote no to this SUP.
Great.
We hope that the voice of residents of Schaefer Lane, Kettle Run, and the surrounding area will resound versus those throughout Northern Virginia and those that don't even live here that demand a special right that's not available to any of us. The voice of landowners living in Nokesville seeking to enforce existing land use should have more weight than those who don't live here but seek special privilege. And from that, I'm befuddled why a clearly deficient SUP is even being discussed here. I'm really quite surprised. And actually have a friend who's a lawyer that looked at it and said, this would never occur in my state. Please keep your promise and enforce the ordinance to keep us rural and vote now.
Many of us moved here because of the rural crescent, and we paid hefty lot premiums for this proximity. We believe that if you make Adams an exception for no reason, you would be setting a precedent, and that will destroy the rural crescent. We, the homeowners and the residents of the community, plead with you tonight to uphold the existing rural crescent regulation and vote no to Adams. Our public safety and quality of life is in your hands.
CARE was demonstrated to be Hamas, that Hamas was doing business as CARE. ISNA was identified as a Muslim Brotherhood organization, and so was the North American Islamic Trust, which holds title to many of the mosques in the United States. These are facts. This isn't hearsay. These are facts determined by a federal court.
If there is a special reason that everyone keeps citing, it's the fact that these folks have to commute so far to practice their religion. That's a special reason. They should have a place to do it at the western end of the county, and this site is perfect for that. Thank you so much for your time.
What I don't understand is how exactly the mosque would destroy that sense of peace and that sense of something greater than oneself in a rural area.
I just want to say, I know these are my people, as this entire county is my people, right? We can all work together. We can figure these issues out. We had to work things out with Holy Road. We will work it out with Adams Center. So please consider a yes on this, and know that you can come and work with us at any time. We're here. We are part of the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'm not here to insinuate that any of you are, Islamophobic or are, racist in any way. But we did hear some remarks by a couple of individuals.
Any of those falsehoods and narratives that were given about Adams or national Muslim organizations or our imam are absolutely false and actually despicable and should not be listened to, because actually they create more hate crimes and can hurt people.
The only thing that's missing is a place like Adams, a completely inclusive place of worship, a safe space for all ages, and a place where we can build lifelong bonds through service and positivity. Supervisors, I urge you to treat this chapter of Adams as you would any other religious institution. I urge you to vote yes on the special use permit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Therefore, when making your decision today, I ask that you allow us the same fair treatment that you have allowed other religious institutions, and take into account the many benefits our modest mosque will bring to our community. Thank you very much for your time and consideration, and I hope you vote yes. Thank you.
The Board of Supervisors will have to defend a similar lawsuit if they choose to deny the permit for the mosque. To me, it seems that Prince William County could spend $3 million in a much more effective way than attempting to deny the religious freedom of our neighbors. Thank you for your time and audience.
I would ask the board members to think of the religious communities that you belong to, and a lot of you are people of faith. How the members of your congregations helped you during difficult times, and where would you be without those people, including in your political positions right now? They helped you. And I would also ask you to please think of what Jesus would do. Would he welcome Muslims into his neighborhood to help build a mosque? He was both a carpenter and he was a man of infinite mercy, and I believe he would vote yes for this mosque. Thank you.
This isn't about them, and it's not about us. It's about you guys doing what's right with accordance to the rules that you yourself have established. This vote will impact all of you come next election. So today, remember, whatever you vote, this will one day directly affect you.
Adams has done everything in accordance to the law to get this permit to be built. If you deny this request, it will not be the first time you saw a systemic failure and caving into white entitlement. Approving this permit is the right thing to do. We're not asking We are demanding for a fair share. We want a full permit with sewer usage. If you vote against it, you're going to vote against the entire Muslim community. Thank you.
All right, folks. Please vote on the motion to reconsider. Please vote yes on the motion to reconsider.
Mr. Jenkins, sir, Mr. Jenkins, would you care to vote, sir?
Mr. Jenkins? No, please vote on the motion, John. Please vote yes. if you can. I'm supporting the motion, Mr. Jenkins. Okay.
Mr. Jenkins voting aye, the motion passes.
Okay, now we have a motion.
Passes 5 in favor.
Okay, the motion to reconsider has been passed. Now we need another motion.
How about a motion to adjourn?
No. We gotta get done with this, guys. We gotta get done. We need a motion, again, this is a motion on the sewer.
So moved.
Okay, is there discussion? I'm gonna vote yes on this. Please vote, please vote.
Mr. Chairman, just so I'm clear.
Yes, of course.
This is whether to allow public sewer for this situation.
That's correct.
Okay.
The motion
please
passes
clear-
motion passes 5 in favor, 3 opposed. Supervisors Cadigan, Jenkins, Noe, Principe, and Stewart voting aye. Supervisors Anderson, Canlin, and Lawson voting nay. So the motion.
Please clear the board. We need a motion to adjourn, please.
Discussion,
Please vote.
Mr. Chairman.
There's no, a motion to adjourn. There's no motion, there's no discussion, a motion to adjourn. Please vote.
That was really bad.
Pete.